And how old are the kids when they first start sex education here?
I mean, a lot of them miss their year 6 sex ed.
Okay.
And this is, I think, quite a classic thing about Seychelles is you get people doing really good stuff. You get individual people doing amazing things. And if they go, or, I don't know, they leave their job or something, you then have this void. So there were certain teachers in primary who were really good at delivering sex ed, and they were very open, and they, you know, all of that. And then they left, so year 6, I don't think, got very much at all. And anything that it might have been was, I think, quite kind of, we are telling
scientific.
you this, yeah, very down the line. And some people are lucky enough to have really open families, and what they get at school is like a fill in the gaps or whatever. But I mean, I spoke to a few year 9 classes when we were, and again, it's like almost starting from scratch, I think, with year 9, because that you're 13, 14, and my mind was going, oh, but they've done all this, like, blah, blah, blah. They should have covered that. They haven't. They just haven't. And I said, like, a lot of you might have families that talk about this kind of thing, and most kids were sat there going, and some other of us might have families that don't talk about this, and they were all going, yep, absolutely. You know, I've had year 11 girls in the feminist society at school saying, like, what did she say? I can't remember what she said. I'm pretty sure she said she didn't know what homosexuality actually meant until she was in, like, year 10.
Wow.
Just the concept.
So that's around,
she didn't get it.
Year 10, she would have been around 16?
14, 15 or
15,
so.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's just gaps like that in knowledge where you hear it as a slur, you hear it as something offensive, you know it's not a good thing. Like, you get a negative association before you understand what it means. And that's always going to happen. Like, obviously, there's always going to be this kind of issue. People are always going to navigate their way through, like, perceived differences in a way that is, you know, like childhood playground talk and stuff. But at the same time, like, that's really worrying in a country where there are lots of taboos, and we only break them by slowly breaking them in childhood and helping that generation to change slightly. But how do you then break a taboo when you have to teach them the thing at the beginning first?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're kind of then constantly, unless you do sex ed for like a year straight, which I'd happily do, there's just so little time to get it embedded.